Alright, what is up guys, Quarterback Nation. I'm back with a video, and today we're doing a Q&A. This is Q&A number 6, I believe. I asked you guys on my Instagram to ask me questions, and you guys gave me a lot. I got, I think, 68, and that was really surprising. Thank you guys for that, and I'm going to start. My brother's going to read them to me, and we're going to go on from there, and I'll have his cringy Instagram link down below just because he wanted me to do that.
Are you going to play for a bigger team than the previous one in your new school?
Yes, actually, so the high school, the amount of people that go there total is about the same as my old school, but they play 11-man. So I'll be playing in a better league. I'm going to be playing in the state of Virginia instead of North Carolina. So it's going to be different. And the schools are going to be the same size, but football-wise, we're playing 11-man. So it is bigger somewhat.
Baker Mayfield or Sam Darnold?
I'm going to have to go with Sam Darnold. I like Sam Darnold. Davis is mad at me on the back of the thing, but I think Sam Darnold has more upside. I think he's better for a more NFL ready quarterback.
QBHD_, do you recommend Cutter's receiver gloves?
Yes, I actually do recommend them. They have great tack, and also they have lineman gloves and they have regular gloves, and then they have like a super bad style, so it's like lineman, lightweight, and then a mix of the two. So I do recommend Cutter's gloves.
How far can you throw, and who teach you how to throw a spiral and teach you how to throw a football?
Alright, so I've never tested out how far I can throw because I don't believe in just chucking the ball as far as I can. Because I just don't like the thought of having my arm being thrown out. So I do throw it far with my brother, but I don't try to throw as far as I can. Because if I did, I feel like I would hurt my arm or something like that. Who taught me how to throw a football? So Mark Trestman lived across the street from me. He worked with many NFL quarterbacks like Tim Tebow. And he one time was walking down the street, and he just walked up to my driveway and gave me like 2 tips, and then that kind of sparked my, love for being a quarterback.
What was the best football play you ever did?
Best football play I ever did. Honestly, I don't have a huge selection of this.
You trash.
But probably, okay, so here's a story. Ooh, should I say this now? Ooh.
What is it?
It's the kickoff one. All right, so my best play, I'm gonna lay out the story. So my coach, he had been my coach for, this was his 2nd year coaching me, but me, my friend Campbell and Davis, we were like, not his favorite players, but we were one of the closest players. We were really close to him because we switched teams and he switched teams with us. So he was really supportive of me, Campbell, and Davis. And during halftime, I think I messed up at the end of the first half. He pulled me aside. He's like, I haven't ever seen you crush a grape, basically saying I'm not the best at tackling people, and he basically said I was being soft, which I was, so that kind of fueled me. I started crying because, I'm kind of like that. I'm not like that anymore, but I used to be all emotional and stuff, but I started crying or whatever, and then I got on the field, went down for a kickoff. I was the last line of defense, and the guy beat me, and then I ran after him, grabbed his jersey, pulled him back, made him fumble, got the ball, and my coach ran out to me, and he gave me like a chest bump, and then I started crying again because I was in the first ever good play that I ever had. So I'm pretty emotional when it comes to the field. But then after that, I played some linebacker during that game and played some center, and that was probably not one of my better games, but it was a good experience.
Do you love the feeling of winning more or hate the feeling of losing more?
I think the hatred of losing fuels my desire to win. So I'd say I hate more than I love to win. If that makes any sense, what I just said.
Are you pro style or spread?
Probably pro style.
What is your best memory from a football game, says Paxton Williams?
My best memory from a football game would probably be when I played City League. It was me, Campbell, and Davis. We played for the Wolfpack, and we were going to the playoffs, and we were the underdogs, and we were playing my friend's team, Cole Deal, shout out to him. He was on the other team. We were trash talking. We were like in 3rd grade, so we were all like, oh, dude, you're going to lose. I'm going to stomp on you. It was like really bad trash talk, I bet, and it was a really close game till the end. We won 6-0, and after we scored the only touchdown of the game, it was 2-point conversion. The dude, our running back, fumbled it. Davis picked it up, fumbled again, picked it up, and finally got tackled. Yes, it did.
Not remember.
Yes, it did. It actually happened. Yeah, it was really embarrassing for him. But we won that game 6-0. That was my favorite game because we were the underdogs, and we beat our friend's team, and it was really fun.
What positions have you played in your football career?
Okay, started off left tackle or guard. Then I moved to wide receiver and defensive tackle the same year. So my first year I played left tackle, second year I played wide receiver and defensive tackle, which really makes no sense when you think of the two positions. Third year I played center and linebacker. Yeah, that was that. And then my fourth year, which was that was school ball, right? Yeah. So fourth year was school ball. That was I played quarterback, and then my fifth year, I don't know. My most recent year I played quarterback. So I played quarterback the last few years, and the other ones were other positions.
And you played tight end.
What?
Played tight end.
Oh yeah, I played tight end last year too on the last 2 games. Do that.
How do you beat someone out to get your position?
I'd probably say being a leader, because no one wants to have a silent quarterback or a silent middle linebacker. You want to be a leader, and leadership, honestly, like, holds as much weight for me as skill. I would rather have someone that's not the best middle linebacker, but is very vocal and can lead their team, even though they might not be the best ever at middle linebacker.
What position are you for baseball?
My position for baseball is basically pitcher. I play outfield, but usually I get pinched hit for. I'm the best at pitcher. I'm not the best on my team, but my best position to play is pitcher, so I'd say pitcher.
What's the worst football injury in your career?
My worst football injury in my career, probably concussion. That's really the only big injury I have, knock on wood. But yeah, my concussions really weren't that bad. People hype up concussions a lot. Mine were really minor, so I don't really know about a severe concussion. Those are probably really bad, but probably normal concussions worse. But my concussions really were not that bad. I mean, you get to sit out of school for a day, but there are headaches and stuff, so it wasn't that bad, but it still was a concussion. You couldn't do a lot of stuff, so.
Biggest inspiration to play football when you started?
My biggest inspiration to play football was watching Virginia Tech games and then going to them. When I went to my first Virginia Tech game, me and Davis knew we were going to play, and that was against Appalachian State. And it was awesome that we knew we wanted to play football, and we did the next year in 3rd grade. That was when we started playing.
Do you believe that character is what you really do when nobody is looking? Wait. Do you believe that character is really what you do when nobody is looking?
Yeah, mostly I do. I kind of think character is what you do when no one's looking, and then I also think character is what you do when no one expects something of you. So one practice, our coach decided to like sit down and like not coach us, and like we were supposed to stand there, and then me and a couple other players, we gathered everybody up and we did some plays, and I think that was a good showing of my character. I like to say I have good character, but I think character is what you do when no one's looking and what you do when no one expects you to do something positive.
Does size matter with the quarterback?
No, I don't think it does, because people were like, oh, Russ Wilson too short. This man's won 2 Super Bowls, I think.
One.
And Drew Brees, okay, whatever. And Drew Brees is like the same height as him, so I don't think size matters. I mean, if you're like a midget, if you're like 5'2", then clearly you can't play quarterback. But I feel like if you're generally 5'9", I think 5'9" quarterbacks could play. I think if you're reasonably average or a little bit on the tall side, then I think a quarterback would be a great position for you.
Doug Flutie was super short. Did you buy your shoulder pads?
Yes, I did last year, but for this year I'm just going to use ones that my high school gives me.
Have you ever thought that you would be as big as you are and inspiring me and other people?
I would never think that I would be inspiring people, but that really means a lot to me, and thank you guys for everyone that's been supporting the channel. Really good to hear those kinds of words.